Five. Thanks for being here. Today we're going to pull a couple cards just to get an idea of the energy of the day, get an idea of what we may need to know as we begin the day or get into the day. You can also look at this reading at the end of the day, sort of look at your experiences throughout the day and see how the cards line up with them and maybe gain some reflection, some meditation on the events of the day. So you can do both if you want, whatever. This is a universal reading for all of us. It is a collective reading. It is a reading that is focused on how best for us to continue to be spiritual entities in a very physical world. That's sort of my core focus when I sit down to do these readings. So I'm going to pull a couple cards. This is the Tarot Mucha, based on sort of artwork of Alphonse Mucha, but not the actual work. Inspired by, perhaps. But it's gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. So we're just going to pull a couple cards here. We're going to get an idea of the vibe, feel it out. We're kind of in the middle of that new moon to full moon and that incredibly energetic full moon that's coming on. It's going to be here before we know it. For more on that, please check out my moon path reading that I did a few days ago. All right, that's actually, I'm feeling that card right there, that one right there. And then second card is in here. That one. There we go. We're going to read them pretty much like that, how they fell. Kind of like that. So this one first. This is for Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025. We have the Seven of Cups and the King of Staves or Wands. King of Wands. Nice. So this comes up quite often, I think, in these readings. But this is a sense today where you could really be distracted today. You could really be kind of feeling off center or feeling like you're under a deluge of a lot of different projects and a lot of different ideas. And this is about choice and being very careful about what you choose. Instead of trying to do all of these things, you need to pick one or two and focus in on it. And the best person that you could ever have, except for maybe the King of Swords, would be this King of Wands, which is someone who's very much in touch with their fire, with their passion, with their ability to have a passion project and move forward on it with a lot of very direct yang energy. And so if you can today, call on this energy of the King of Wands. They're very directed. This energy can help you really move through and get to the heart of the matter of what really is lighting your fire, what really is a passion, how many of these are distractions, and which one is the real passion. The King of Wands is going to be able to help you figure that out. This might also be an older male figure in your life who is perhaps going to offer a bit of advice, or somebody you can go to for that advice to help you hone down and really get a feel, because they're going to know. The king is the most, the king and the queens are the most mature of the suit. They've been down the entire road of the suit, and they've worked on many passion projects. The King of Wands has handled multiple ideas and multiple projects and been able to bring them to fruition, and knows the steps, knows the pitfalls, knows how distractions can really get in the way of a creative project. So get fired up today about something that you really care about and try to see through the things that are distracting you or pulling you away. And they might just be tiny hooks and little threads that are pulling you away. But this feels like it's a day to really take a moment to pull on that inner royalty and decide what you think is best for your kingdom, and to move past the distractions, move past, find the one cup that means the most to you and really focus on it today and see how you can nurture it, how you can grow it. That might just be taking time to sit down with a creative project and turning off the TV, putting the phone down, putting the social media down, and sitting down and sketching or writing out that paragraph or beginning to make a plan for the video you want to shoot. Any of these things, but you'll need to dial in, because this is a dial in with your heart energy. This is a fire energy, heart. Cup sometimes gets affiliated with the heart. This is about something that you really love. This is what brings you the fire in your life, what really lights you up and gets you passionate about it. So I believe that can also be the heart too, right? So find the thing today that you can put the distractions down and really focus on, even if it's just for a little bit. I think it'll be, you'll find some important steps come into play today. All right, let's pull a really quick, if I can get them over here. Maybe they don't want to be here today. Okay, our oracle cards. That was my card for yesterday. These are the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray, and they are a great all-purpose oracle. This is just a bit of punctuation, something to add to the reading, to the energy of the day today, and it's that one right there. Ooh, release the old and rest. And I like the color schemes and how it's very much in tune with the king. Release the old and rest. It's about autumn, right? We're moving into autumn even now. And it's about releasing these old parts of yourself that you don't need to be putting energy into. You need to be reclaiming that energy back into yourself and taking a break if you need to really be able to dial in and focus in on how you want to proceed through the day, how you want to set things up for later in the week. Today's the day to do that. Autumn is definitely a time where all of the energy that was bountiful at one point is now starting to fade away, and it's best to sweep those leaves away, carry those leaves away, or move them to a receptacle so they can begin to fertilize and add new life to things, right? But it's a matter of releasing that old energy and that distracting energy that really isn't serving you anymore, and moving forward and finding your way through it and helping. Like, this isn't really about moving forward. No. Let me backtrack. This isn't really about moving forward. This is about sitting and reviewing it as sort of with that inner royalty, like you would review your kingdom and how you would review your life or just your day today, and have a higher purpose in what you need to choose and move through and move towards. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday, and peace and strength to all of you. Please give this video a like. Please share this video if you think someone might be interested in seeing these daily readings. And I will see you on the next one for Thursday morning. Take care, everybody.